Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I know I'm a little late on this. I've been seeing this trend going around with like testing out the new e.l.f. products, so I decided why not do that? So I picked up the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation right here, and I picked up the 16-hour Camo Concealer, and I'm really excited to test these out for you guys. So if you guys want to see my thoughts on these products, how they work, and the details on them, then just keep on watching. Alright you guys, so I'm going to start with the foundation. I'm going to go into all the details of it. I'm going to go onto e.l.f.'s website right now to look up the details of this foundation. I think e.l.f. has really been stepping up their game lately. I love e.l.f. products and I just think they keep getting better and better, so I'm really excited to try these products out. I did get the shade Snow. This is for fair with pink undertones. Now I don't know if this will match. I just kind of took a guess. So if it doesn't match, that sucks, but we will see. So first off, the packaging of this, it is glass, so I don't think this will be travel friendly. If you drop this, it is going to break. On the back of it, on the back of the lid here, it says oil-free satin finish, which I actually really like satin finishes. I kind of prefer them over matte finishes and dewy finishes. I just like something that's a little bit in between. So this foundation retails for $6, which is an incredible price point, and you get 0.68 fluid ounces, which if I look at some of my other foundations, like for example, if I look at the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour foundation, in this one you get 1 fluid ounce. If we look at Fenty Beauty, you get 1.08 fluid ounces. If we look at NARS Radiant, with this one you get 1 fluid ounce. So 1 fluid ounce is pretty standard for most foundations, and you are getting a little bit less in this product, but it's also $6, which is like 3 times less than what some name brand foundations are, which is incredible. On the website, it says Flawless Finish Foundation is our best-selling liquid foundation. The lightweight, oil-free formula blends naturally into skin for a beautiful semi-matte finish that lasts all day long. The liquid formulation restores uneven skin texture and tones for visibly brighter skin. And then for how to use it, it says using a foundation brush or a sponge, blend the formula onto the forehead, nose, cheeks, chin, jawline, and upper neck. For long-lasting performance, apply primer before application of foundation. For sheer coverage, mix our daily hydration moisturizer with the foundation, or for an added glow, mix our Beautifully Bare Natural Glow Lotion with the foundation. So I think that's really cool. And all the shades, I believe there's like 40 shades. That is incredible for a drugstore foundation. Most of them don't have that many shades out. It says peel here to open, so mine does still have a seal on it. I recommend checking if you do go to your local drugstore, because a lot of times people like to tamper with the makeup. So it does come with a pump, which I like. Before I go and apply this, I am going to apply some primer to my face. I'm just going to use the Maybelline Master Prime primer. This is the Blur and Smooth one. Y'all, I really do like the Master Prime highlighters in the Maybelline line. I definitely think they are worth the money, and I definitely recommend that you pick some up if you haven't. I think they're maybe like $8 or $9, and yeah, they're totally worth it. So let me zoom you guys on in and let's get started with this tutorial. All right guys, I have you zoomed in. I'm going to start pumping this out, and I don't know if it's going to be thick or if it's going to be runny. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Here we go. So it is actually a thick consistency. You can see it's not running down my finger. So I'm not sure how much that I need. It does have a scent, but it smells actually good. Like, it kind of smells pleasing, if that makes sense. It's like a really fresh smell. I kind of like the smell of it, not gonna lie. So I'm going to start by blending this into my skin. Now, of course, I don't know if this is my shade. I just took a guess, so hopefully it does match my skin. It literally smells like hand soap, but like a good hand soap. If you are not a scent person, then I would maybe not recommend getting this. But to me personally, I don't think that the scent is strong, and I do suffer with migraines. I was blessed with that, but the scent isn't bothering me, which is good because a lot of scents trigger my migraines. So overall, it's blending pretty good. Make sure that you get down your neck and get your ears as well. I would say this is a pretty good shade match for me. So looking at the skin up close, it definitely looks really good for drugstore. I would say my pores are pretty well minimized in this area. I know you can still see them a little bit. The forehead isn't looking too bad. I do have natural lines in my forehead. It's just something I was born with. So I always do get foundations that will crease in my lines, but I just can't stop it. It's literally inevitable. Yeah, this is what the skin it's looking like. It looks really good. I noticed a big improvement in foundations from the drugstore. They are really stepping up their game. I'm not going to add an extra layer because I'm going to see how the concealer works over top of it. Definitely like the foundation so far. Only complaint that I have is if you are sensitive to smells, or maybe if you have sensitive skin and scents kind of irritate your skin, you might not want to get this. But other than that, definitely liking it so far. So next, let's move on to the concealer. Now, the thing that I don't understand about the concealer is I went to my local Walmart, right? And all the shades here, like on the packaging, are literally not what's in here. Like, look at the shade. This is like peach, like orangey peach. Look at the bottle. Like the colors on the packaging don't even remotely close to matching what's in the packaging here. I don't know what's up with that. I think that's kind of messed up. So I got light peach because, you know, all the shades that were lighter than light peach were like white. They just, I could not wear that, even though like I know I'm fair skinned. So I got this hoping it's not too dark. So let's see on e.l.f.'s website what the tea is about this. For the details, it says a full coverage 16-hour wear concealer featuring a large doe foot applicator to conceal, correct, contour, and highlight for flawless skin. The highly pigmented formula is lightweight, dries matte, and won't settle into fine lines or creases. We'll see about that. And it's ideal for all skin types, so we love that. There's a place on here that says why we love it, and then it says 16-hour coverage. We got you. With hustling to work, running to the gym, and everything in between, your concealer needs to play as hard as you do. Oh, I like that. And then it says doe foot applicator. The large doe foot applicator applies this creamy formula evenly and precisely for maximum coverage. In addition, the versatility of the wand allows you to sculpt, contour, and highlight. I actually really like doe foot applicators for concealer and for foundation. Like I don't have a I just think you get more control over the product and the way like you can distribute it onto your skin. And then formula, it says the intense pigmentation is full coverage but won't settle into fine lines, courtesy of its oil balancing formula, leaves behind a matte finish. And then how to use, it just says to use the doe foot applicator to apply the concealer in your desired areas, pat out gently with your finger or with a sponge for a smooth blend. I'm not going to blend it with my fingers. I am going to use a sponge because that is my preferred way of blending. So it looks like there's 18 shades. Let's go in and let's start applying this concealer. I've heard really good reviews about it. I didn't read any reviews, but I've heard good things about it. Here's the applicator. It's actually very similar to the Makeup Revolution concealer, the Conceal and Define concealer. This comes in this, and this is what the applicator looks like for the Makeup Revolution. So it literally looks identical. I think I forgot to mention the price of this. So the price, it retails for $5, which is a freaking steal, and you do get, actually it doesn't say how much product you get. Like usually on the product it will tell you how much product you're getting. It actually doesn't say on here, which is quite surprising, but I'm going to apply this a little lower than I normally would because I do already have my eye makeup on, and then I'm going to conceal any areas that I feel might need some concealer, and then I'm gonna go in and blend this out. So I don't know how much I needed, but right off the bat I can definitely tell I applied way too much. What else is new? The concealer doesn't really have a scent, which is good. Looking at this concealer, I do not think this is light peach, like whatsoever. I definitely think the color selection, or like they should have matched the packaging to like the actual color that it was in the tube. Like, you can definitely tell this is way too light for me, and I actually need to be the lightest concealer shade because everything is way too dark for my skin because I'm just so fair toned. And the fact that this is like pretty far into the shade range is saying a lot because I can't just use like the 5th lightest shade in a concealer. Like, it's just not possible. It's way too dark. So the fact that I'm like not even the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd lightest shade is really saying a lot to me, but I definitely don't think this is a light peach color whatsoever. But the concealer did blend really good. It is definitely very matte. As you can see, it's definitely, there's literally no shine under my eyes. I actually have really dry under eyes, so I don't like to use matte concealers, but we are just gonna roll with it. I'm going to set it and do like the rest of my face makeup off camera so I can see how like it blends over the skin, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so I am back. I applied some bronzer. I used the Wet n Wild bronzer, the new ones that just launched. I used some blush, which was just a Tarte blush. And for highlighter, I used this Wet n Wild highlighter that just came out as well. This is called Blossom Glow. As always, I will leave all the products I use down in the description bar so you guys can go check those out. My overall thoughts on the products, I really like the foundation. I think that it made my skin look very smooth. My pores were a little bit minimized. It's not too matte of a finish, which I like, but when I did touch it before I used concealer and setting powder, it was a little bit tacky. Definitely think you do need to use a setting powder to set it. The concealer, I don't know if I'm going to use it again, just because my under eyes are so dry. If you have really oily under eyes, I think this would work really good for you because this is very, very matte. I am, of course, still going to play around with this. I think this would be super good for blemishes. The concealer I use under my eyes, I don't use for my blemishes most of the time. I usually use the Makeup Revolution concealer for blemishes, but I don't ever put that under my eyes because it creases so bad on me. And I think this, I'm just gonna stick to blemishes as well. The shade range for the concealer, like I said, the packaging did not match what's actually in the tube here in the product. So I think that's kind of messed up. That could maybe be something that they fix in the future if they do release some new concealers. Yeah, other than that, this, I would say, usually with a frosted glass container, it is hard to tell what the real color of the product is. But like looking at this, it does look orange, but applying it kind of looked orange when I was dotting it on my face, but blending it out, it blended out fine, and it does match my neck pretty well. I definitely do like the foundation. The concealer, I'm just you know, it's full coverage, don't get me wrong. You cannot see my under eye circles, thankfully. We all need a good concealer that's drugstore to cover up our dark circles, and I definitely recommend this if you guys have oily under eyes. I mean, you could use it for oily eyelids as well. I think you could use this as an eyelid primer. I think that would work out as well. So yeah, you guys, do I recommend these products? I do. Like I said, I probably won't reach for the concealer just because I have really, really dry under eyes, but I will reach for the foundation more, and I'm definitely going to keep trying it out and keep seeing how I like it. So yeah, you guys, this is what my face looks like. Overall, it looks really good for a drugstore in my opinion. I know a lot of times like drugstore doesn't look as good as some high-end brands, but I think that it looks really good. Yeah, I think it looks really freaking good for drugstore. And when powdering, I use the Kat Von D powder, which I actually never really use, but I try not to use the same products over and over and over and over again. I try to switch it up every now and then. My pores, with putting like the powder on, and like a little bit of the concealer, I don't think you can see my pores as much as you could when it was just the foundation on my skin. Like, I definitely think my pores are very, very minimized. It's not settling into my forehead lines all that much, believe it or not, but it definitely did cover up my blemishes pretty well. So I am pretty impressed. But yeah, you guys, make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check out my social medias. I will have them linked in the description bar down below, and don't forget to turn your post notifications on so you're notified every single time that I upload. I upload twice a week. And yeah, you guys, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Also, let me know in the comments down below what you want to see me do. Like what other, what other foundations, concealers, powders, any type of face products or eye products, let me know what you guys want to see me test out. Or you could just, if you don't want to leave it in the comments, you can find one of my social medias and message me, because I need some more ideas, y'all. So yeah, you guys, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.